This is the Riot Squadcast, a supporter-driven show dedicated to LA Galaxy news, information, and opinions. Here's your hosts, Ed Rodriguez and Chris Zero Cool Tucker.
Telling you.
Welcome to the Riot Squadcast. My name is Ed Rodriguez, and we are here live on a Wednesday night in Gardena, California. What a beautiful and cold-ass night it is here in Southern California.
Still wearing flip-flops.
Yeah, I'm in shorts.
Shorts and flip-flops.
Yep. Hey, shorts, flip-flops, and a hoodie. That's like the California way, dude.
That's it.
That's California style. That beautiful, sexy voice you hear is my co-host, my best friend, my main man, Chris Zero Cool Tuck. Oh,
went too high.
Yeah.
Your voice cracked.
Yeah, there you go.
At 37? 36
37?
years old? How old are you?
I'm fucking 32?
You don't know?
Yeah, 32.
32?
Yeah.
I had no idea how old you were.
You're older than me. Like, how are you gonna do?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I just turned in this really, really difficult essay, and I fucking murdered it. I got an A on it. So, yeah, I'm a little stoned, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm chilling.
Immediately after he got done with his paper,
I fucking killed it.
hit like, what, three bong rips, and like, was done.
Bong
What
rips.
was it?
Oh, God. you're you fucking Puritan.
He was smoking the drugs.
I hit a pipe twice. A water pipe twice.
Ben, chime in. It was not twice.
What?
It definitely was not. Maybe it was twice each time.
Yeah.
Oh my God. These guys, they have no idea what they're talking about.
Look, I'm concerned. Chris is on.
You're like, oh my Lord.
I saw him with the crystal pipe, and I was just like, it's just.
He's on the drugs.
Concerned about him.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried.
Everything's fine. Everything's good. I'm having a good time. You're what, 30 what? 32?
32.
Good for you.
Thank you, sir. You're only a year older than me, I guess, right?
2 years older than
2
you.
years?
We're best friends. This is my best friend. We know nothing about each other. We used to know everything. Then we got married. Now we don't know anything.
July 18th or 11th.
What is that day supposed to be?
Is it your birthday?
July 11th is my birthday.
11th, okay. 7-11, that's what I remember.
I'm selfish. I have no idea when your birthday is.
You and our former guest of the podcast, Senior Bones.
Big Bones.
How is it that you don't know Ed's birthday, man?
What do you mean? I'm a man. That's not my responsibility. Erica knows his birthday. That's enough.
Does she, though?
Does she? Text her right now.
What?
Say, what's Ed's birthday? I want
What
to
kind
see
of
it.
relationship do you think I have with her? To be
That's
like, Ben has a musing. No, she's asleep.
Ben has a query.
Yeah, Ben's thinking about something.
Yeah.
But I imagine she's got your birthday in a calendar somewhere. She's responsible like that, man. She takes care of that shit.
I appreciate that if she does.
Erica is amazing at a lot of things, but the real joy she brings to my life is like she ensures all the administrative stuff gets done just to make sure it gets done.
Yeah.
Because I won't do it. I'm not good at it.
You're the type of person who's like, I'll get that done tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or I'll get it done eventually.
It'll get done, and then I'll have one day where I frantically do everything. But she basically makes sure my life doesn't fall apart on a regular basis. Yeah, you gotta appreciate that. Love you, Mama. Love you, Boo.
Yeah, but speaking of it, I recently had my first experience in a dispensary.
How did that go? It went fantastic. Dispensaries are lovely places.
It was a little bit overwhelming.
Okay, there's a lot of options.
Yeah, it's like crazy. It's like if you ever been to like a jewelry store, they have like the glass display cases. That's kind of how it is set up.
Pretty accurate.
And so, because I recently went in and
But it's way better than jewelry.
I bought a couple things of a couple gummies for sleeping because I sleep terribly.
Sleeping. Yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got a big sleeping problem too, Ed.
Well, it was like back in the day where he's like, I got back, and
Yeah. I have insomnia.
The doctor on Venice Beach would be like, yeah, here, go to this guy.
Got insomnia. I've been to that exact situation. Send you down to 2 more doctors and 2 buildings about 100 feet down, and then you get a little license.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely I've had trouble sleeping for forever. I wake up, 10, 12 times a night. I wake up just exhausted every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I started taking some gummies and sleep like a baby.
Yeah, life's good, man. It's a lovely way to be.
And then I got a cookie for like a penny because they were doing like some special thing.
Oh, nice. Did you buy something extra?
Well, I bought 2 things like from this company. They were having specials on it, and then they gave me a third one for $1.
Okay.
And they're like, "Hey, do you want to buy a cookie for a penny?" And I'm like, "Why wouldn't I?
Yeah. And
Why wouldn't I?"
I usually buy something a little extra whenever they have a deal like that. But now I just get them delivered. It's so much easier.
Yeah, but it was so much like it's like expensive to like get it delivered.
Nah, you just get a place that's like free delivery. There's a lot of free delivery.
Yeah. Oh well, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm enjoying the better sleep.
I can't imagine that you would. It's fantastic.
Hey, Tuck, can you imagine the look on his face when someone says, "You want a cookie for a penny?"
Yeah.
I mean,
Its face just like lights up.
I mean, it's
cookie?
Yeah,
Penny?
Absolutely.
You ask a fat person, "Hey, do you want a cookie for a penny?" And I'm like, "You just made my day."
It's like, do I have to get in a white van again?
Yeah.
I want to do a Patreon.
I've been down this road, sir. I don't know.
No more. I want to do a Patreon where I get Ed and Edible and we just kind of chill out and listen.
Yeah.
Have a good talk.
That'd be fun.
That'd be
We could
nice.
do that. I think we've talked about that forever.
Talk
too.
about the universe.
That'd be like a music in the background. Totally, completely.
Oh no, I got stoned when you were still living in Portland when we visited up there.
Yeah.
And then he gave me the VR headset
Oh yeah. I
with
had
like the outer space thing, and I was
fucking
like,
Samsung Gear VR, and it was this video, this simulation, I guess, that showed you the size of things in the universe, like compared them, and so it shows you the size of all the planets, and then it shows you the size, like how they compare to the sun. The
Yeah.
sun's fucking gigantic.
even not stoned, that freaks me
It's
out.
scary.
So, being high, and I was like, this is messed up.
Yeah. No, weed's great, man. It makes everything better.
Yeah.
Everything
I
you
guess
need.
so. Dude,
So-
it has been 14 years since David Beckham signed with the Galaxy.
Wow.
That is messed up. It's
That's
almost
that's a
decade and half.
footballer's career ago.
Yeah.
Like that's a solid career.
Like someone debuted that
Ago.
year and then is like retired.
Yeah, Tristan Bowen. Like Tristan Bowen's done.
That was done like 7 years ago.
Hey, look, good challenges. He's doing his best. Yeah, 14. God, they said it would. It actually changed everything.
Oh yeah,
It
absolutely.
completely changed Major League Soccer from what it was the season before.
Do you remember where you guys were?
When we signed him?
Yeah. Were you Galaxy fans at the time? I guess we'll start there.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, you guys are what, like 6 and 7 years old and shit?
No,
at that point I was already a season ticket holder.
It's 2007. I was 21. Right? Yeah. Good time to join Lars. Just old enough to start drinking.
How many years had you been a season ticket holder at that point then?
That was going to be my second year because I had just graduated from high school in 2006.
And were you already part of Lars?
Yes.
Uh,
I started going to games like regularly when the stadium opened up because it was literally like 4-minute drive from my house. But before then, we would go sporadically to Pasadena, through AYSO or whatever. We'd get tickets and we'd go to the games. But yeah, this was like my second year because I just got out of high school and I was like, I'm buying like my first disposable income. I bought season tickets. And then we got free tickets all the time because my buddy and I, we were coaching youth soccer in Carson, and like the league would get tickets all the time. So 2005-ish is when I started going and hanging out with Lars. But like anytime you're with a new group, you're like kind of step back. You don't really do anything. You background, especially when you're 17. So yeah.
Did they? Because I was a season ticket holder too at that point already, and they jammed you. I mean, like you bent over, you took it. Just when Beckham came, like prices more than doubled for season tickets.
Oh, I mean, it got crazy.
In the regular, yeah.
It got absolutely
So
insane.
what was a Lars ticket before Beckham? Just out of curiosity, do you remember?
I don't know. Honestly, at that point, I don't know if I even bought a ticket in Lars. I might have just gotten the free ticket and then just walked over. Because at that point, in 2005, you could literally just walk anywhere in the stadium and not get like hassled or anything.
Anybody who's in the room, like
What room?
in our chat, if you know the price of a Lars ticket pre-Beckham, put that up.
And if you guys are listening to this on the YouTube channel, give us a like, give us a share. We are live on youtube.com/Riot Squadcast. We're on Twitter maybe and Facebook maybe.
We're live on all
Okay,
those.
cool.
Periscope, right?
Yes.
So
Periscope
yeah,
through Twitter, yeah.
If you guys are in the chat, we have about 35, 40 people in the chat right now. give us a share, give us a like. We appreciate that.
Because I was sitting in 114 at that time, which is decent seats. But for 4 season seats pre-Beckham, I was paying $1,200 for 4 seats for the entire season. And post-Beckham, post-Beckham, that was like per seat was like $1,000. At that time? Ed.
Yeah.
Professionalism.
Well, I'm trying to see. We're talking about
Professionalism.
Anyways.
Yeah.
It's all good. Well, I don't know. I don't remember how much
I don't
tickets were.
I remember at one point, like the Lars tickets were like $550 for the year.
I don't know. Tommy Mac bought my first season ticket. I love that man. He's
and
a
then
good man.
We had to fight for years to get him down to like GA prices because we were like, dude, it's a GA section. You should charge us
GA
prices.
section that operates like a GA. Everyone who works in that stadium knows that. All the security guards operate that way. Why are we paying for an individual ticket, for an individual seat number, when you know we don't operate that way? Stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, that's why if you are a season ticket holder in a supporter section, your purchase in that section is helping them get better things for the supporters group. So just let you know. Anyways, good times, man. I miss games. I fucking miss going to games so bad.
I thought about that this week. This is the first week I really, it got into my mind. I need, it's like a drug. It's genuinely like withdrawing from something.
I mean, we'd be there every other weekend.
But I think I'm finally starting to feel it. It's finally starting to affect me. Where it's like I want to stand by a fence and watch soccer. I want to hear the theme song. I want to I miss the fireworks, man. Like we used to bullshit about the fire. We took the fireworks for granted.
Yeah, I mean, every July 4th, it was at the stadium.
This is terrible. I miss soccer.
We're gonna go down memory lane now. Yeah, how long was it that there was a fireworks display at a Galaxy game, and it was the longest running?
The longest running 4th of July.
I don't think your mic's on.
Longest running 4th of July show, I think, in all the professional sports.
It's really sickening. I'm like, I miss games. So hopefully we can get back to that as soon as possible because I really want to go to a game. I miss it. I miss it so much. All right, on to bigger and brighter things, more happier news. I think we talked about last week that after we talked about Greg Vanney becoming the head coach of the Galaxy, there was talks of him bringing Dan Calishman back with him because he was assistant in Toronto as well. It is confirmed that Dan is back.
Galaxy official,
which I love how he officially said he's coming back was to tweet Galaxy history.
Yeah, to respond to him.
And that's amazing. How amazing. I love that stuff.
Keep telling you guys, man. I'm stoked for Greg Vanney. I really, really am. I think he's the right pick at the right time. A builder, we're going to work through the whole organization, get things sorted out. Pause. I'm so fucking stoked for Dan Calishman. Yeah. I'm so stupidly excited for Dan Calishman being back. Two guys in Greg and Dan who seem to have an understanding of, there seems to be this weird backlash against the legacy of the club now because the front office have kind of hijacked it as, a tool for pacifying an angry crowd, right? But it's two guys who seem to understand the importance of that legacy and the pedestal it's supposed to sit you at.
Right.
Where you're supposed to be. Don't talk about 5 championships if you can't make the playoffs. Like Calishman seems like one of these guys who's just, we're going to get out there and do the work. Back to basic stuff.
I know I hate to say it and it sounds like so cliche, especially for American sports, but it's like a sense of the team's going to have some grit to it, or at least somewhat have that back and grit. If you want to say they have balls, whatever, they're
going to work.
Yes.
And it's not to say that I don't, the GBS's people the intent wasn't to make this work or to, get the right thing out of him. But it seems like there's going to be somebody to fucking kick you up the ass. And Greg said it in his intro. If they're not willing to work 100% to get what we got to get, then you will not fucking be here.
Hopefully, soft ass Sebastian Legez is going to get that message.
Y'all keep hating on Sebastian, man. It's cool. It's cool.
Well, he is my man, so it's fine.
Y'all keep hating on Sebastian.
I love, and I think one of the best things I love about this is like the videos they brought out from back in the day, and you see like Dan and Greg just getting into it, people.
Balls.
Just getting into it.
Yeah.
I
Dan
love
Calishman's a fucking fire breather.
Yeah.
Like I think the guy we need for this year, Chicharito's looking more motivated. We're going to have an open DP spot. Presumably you're looking for a bounce back year from Jonathan.
That dude looks like he's enjoyed his life right now, like to the fullest.
Doesn't look the most motivated, but you got to remember it's just social media. It's just social media.
That's just a facade of a life, right?
But you got to remember, like he does often post workout videos. Like he posts videos of him training.
Yeah.
So it's something that he's willing to do, or it's something that's kind of in his it's possible that he would post a workout video. Now he's just not posting. It doesn't really look like he's putting in that extra work that especially you're seeing from, my new number one, Boo.
Chicha. Yeah, I love it. I can't wait to see like videos of the guys back and in training, and I'm again cautiously optimistic. It's a plan. It's a building. It's not going to be something overnight.
But I think Dan is a good piece of that building.
Yeah.
I think building out a foundation.
Yes.
Building out a solid foundation. And someone Greg knows, gonna, a first team coach that's going to know what the manager wants, going to get it on the training field. They already have that connection together. Just making it a little bit easier, which is the goal, what we need.
Right.
We need as smooth of a transition as possible. We don't have a lot of time to work. We don't have to bother with Greg building a relationship with a number two. Just good to go from day one.
I love it. I can't wait. Let's talk, man. Some news popped out on today about the 2021 away jersey. I don't know if you saw, Ben, but we got a rumor from Footy Headlines, who is usually very, very accurate when it comes to their jersey leaks.
Mm-hmm.
And they leaked out the colors of what the away jersey is going to be.
Colors.
Dude, I hope that's it, man. I really do. I hope that's not like just, something dude made up, because it looks awesome.
It's interesting that they're going to go back to like the early days of the teal, black, and white.
I wonder if maybe, I don't know, if this was something they would have liked to have done last year. If the pandemic hadn't hit, when everything was shut down, if this wasn't something that could have been moved up for the 25th.
Mitchell and Ness was going to come out with like a 96 jersey.
96, yeah.
Yeah, and so like they were definitely going to do some more throwback stuff.
So yeah, when you look at just the way MLS merchandise sells, so much of it sells game day at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes kind of sense for them to push that back a year until we can hopefully, at some point this year, get people back in the stadium.
I mean, I think that's. Obviously, that's going to be the goal.
But just the design itself, it looks sharp, man.
Looks awesome.
If that's what it is, it looks sharp.
I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with that. Yeah, man. I think instead it's going to, there's rumors even on websites that have popped up listings saying it's going to come out in February. So I'm assuming
that soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, dude, my daughter, who 13 today, by the way, happy birthday, Sarah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Don't
Hopefully
listen to the show.
she shouldn't be listening to this.
She's definitely not listening
to
the show. But she came to me with it. She said, hey, this she saw it on whatever social media. She goes, I heard this is the jersey. Took the phone, showed it to my wife. I said, when this comes out, if this is it, this is what I want. Period. Just give me this for Father's Day, my birthday, any celebration day. Combine them if you want. I want this fucking jersey.
I think for me too, it's just I was so disappointed in last year's jerseys, and the last away jersey that I'm like, I want a jersey to buy. Like, give me a jersey to buy.
I want
something to buy. Like,
I just want to like
Tucker?
it. I just want to like it.
yeah.
Tucker's like, give me a jersey to buy. He's like, wait a second. I got this jersey. I got this jersey.
I got a lot of jerseys, man. I got a whole lot of jerseys. I got too many jerseys.
Dude, Tucker took me down was it the Mercari?
Mercari.
Yeah, Mercari,
We
like
fucking
rabbit
doing
hole the other
blowing
day.
shit up.
When he was here, dude, it was like,
He's blowing his shit. He's ruining it.
dude, but that rabbit hole was deep, Tuck.
If you want a solid deal, that's where you should go.
No lie, I was down that rabbit hole for like 3 days, man.
eBay is terrible. I don't know why everybody spends so much time on eBay. It's so expensive. Everything is super expensive on eBay. If you're looking for anything moderately priced, you gotta go elsewhere.
Yeah, but don't be giving them the secret stock.
That's why I didn't understand.
I know, dude. Come on, man.
Hey, man.
Edit that out.
I
Everyone
want-
who's on
no,
who's listening live, just
I want
figure
G's
she
fans
heard.
to show up at the stadium in some cool gear.
I'm down with that.
I'm down.
You know, and I mean, what you got to pay on eBay is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's stuff you'll find for like the Night Navy. You'll find some that are like $35.
It's weird
40
because
bill is about what it's worth, man.
this year,
Which is like 20 to 30 is where I'm like my price range for that jersey is going to be.
for this year, it's strange. Like I can't remember the last time I had zero interest in a current Galaxy jersey. The away is awful. The home jersey is awful.
Yeah, because at least one of them you're like, I'll rock
Usually
that
one of the two is good.
Yeah.
But this year is just terrible. I don't know who. I still don't understand. Night Navy, it's called.
Yeah.
I still don't understand who thought it was a good idea to like.
Pixelate.
Let's pixelate a glitch on our jersey. Like, let's make it not work.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Let's highlight the fact that what we're doing is not working by showing you a jersey that's constantly not working.
No, man, it's just someone like whoever was doing the proof just kind of mailed it in that day. You know, there was just a glitch, and he's just like, fuck it, you know.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, whatever. And then the Galaxy's like, all right.
Yeah, some guy at Adidas
Turn
like,
it in.
If there's anything you guys want to talk about or give your opinion on, you guys can call us. Our lines are open. 562-641-5277. That's 562-641-5277. If you have any opinions on anything we're talking about, or you want to bring up a topic, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you guys.
I'll even take like a random Galaxy themed question. Any random Galaxy themed question you're thinking about, we can toss out and give a little ditty on it.
There you go.
Be
Yeah,
down with that.
call us. We want to hear your voices. We want you to serenade us with your sweet, sweet voices.
Wow.
Let us know. Too much?
It worked for me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it moved.
All
We're
right,
good.
okay. It moved a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, cool. All right.
Knock this desk off.
All right, moving on. We're going to talk about some players that are happening. First, we'll talk about the one that's for sure happening, which is we did sign Jorge Villafana from Portland in a trade for our first-round pick, which was the 8th overall, for Jorge and their 16th pick in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad deal. Oh, we got a caller.
You just sound so surprised.
I mean...
Call from.
Like you just asked for it.
All right, Carla, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is, again, Kevin from LA.
Kevin!
Last week.
Oh, thank you, sir. Hello.
Two times in 2 weeks, man. Awesome, dude.
quickly become a friend of
Well,
the show. man.
I got
Yeah.
positive reinforcement.
Oh, man.
Positive
Awesome, dude.
reinforcement,
So what's up, man?
Oh, no. Well, I just, you guys said, like, let's bring up any question whatsoever. So I've been having this debate with my dad. He's from El Salvador,
Uh-huh.
half Salvadorian over here. How come, like the biggest part of, like, let's, like, say, like, for everything that we do with DC, they're Barra Brava, big Salvadorian contingency. It was, like, the big lifeline of them in, like, the early days. And then also with the Galaxy, too, big Salvadorian contingency. And then still to this day. And so, like, I want to know, like, what do you guys think? Like, how come, besides, like, why is there no, like Central American signings? Like, there's a big Central American, like, population in LA. How come, besides the Mexican population, which I guess it's easy, and maybe that's the answer, why else do they not, like, sign Central American players? And I'll take my answer off the air.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
thank
amazing.
you, Kevin. Thank you so
I
much.
feel like this is real.
quickly becoming a favorite caller of ours. So
Friend of the show,
we appreciate
Kevin.
you calling in, man.
What do you think?
I mean, come on. It's like, this is obvious. The demographics in Southern California, especially in this Hispanic community, leans Mexican. I mean, that's just facts. So, in order to get the most profit coming into the team, they're going to go after Mexican players. Yes, we have a super strong Central American history. I mean, it's kind of surprising why it took the Galaxy 24 years to do a Central American night, since all the some of our most historic players came from Central America.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them that are the legends contributed more than the Mexican players that we've signed.
Oh, this is where the conversation gets dicey, and I got to tap out.
So
I was real close to chiming in there, and he's like, "Well, maybe not."
I'm in agreement with Kevin. I think we should look at some more Central American countries, especially because a lot of those players will come on the cheap. So if you sign players from like Honduras, you sign players from, I mean, we got one of our best goalkeepers ever from Panama.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've seen the scouting though. The scouting on this team has not been great.
It's been pretty non-existent.
Yeah, exactly.
Ben, you had something you wanted to say?
No, I think
Try to get away from that Mexico comment for a second.
Ed touched on it a little bit. I mean, it's kind of like you look at programs for Mac are not nearly as available as programs for PC because Mac is only 15% of the market.
I think it's less than that.
So it's the same thing. I mean, they're going to pander more to the Mexicans because it's a larger percentage of the market. That's not to discount the Central Americans, because we have had great Central Americans. Carlos Ruiz. I mean, dare I say Pondo? Yeah. I mean, that was a great goal. It was a fantastic volley.
Look, man, it brought us a cup, right?
Hey, man, exactly.
It was worth.
It brought us a cup.
It was worth the 70 shots and the one goal in his entire career with the Galaxy. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Cienfuegos is a legend.
Cienfuegos, exactly.
There's plenty of. I mean,
you already touched on Pinedo, so yeah, it's. I don't know. You could. It is easily argued that Central Americans have contributed far more to the success of the Los Angeles Galaxy than Mexican players.
Mr. Statman, what do you?
Central Americans over Mexican players? Yeah, I guess so.
Why are you trying to be diplomatic right now?
Well, no, I'm not trying to be diplomatic. I'm going through history.
He's seen the sheet.
That's really what I'm doing.
Right now.
It looks like I'm being diplomatic, but I'm really just unraveling the mental tapestry. Yeah, probably. I mean, Cienfuegos and Carlos Ruiz tip things heavy in one direction.
That is true.
You'd want to. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, yeah. To be fair, but a larger wave of Mexican players is really a more recent thing in the timeline of the Galaxy. Really, like Javier Hernandez, Gio, Jonathan, Yuri Lantuna, like that. That was back to back. This is
I remember there was a time where everyone was like, "Oh, we need to stop bringing these Asian Euro stars back to the team."
Like it's just all it's done is shifted, and so it feels like historically there's been this wide this huge number, and there's been a lot. I mean, I think they're second for all foreign players we've ever had. We've had a lot of Mexican players, but because it's a more recent thing, and we've been terrible recently. All the real accolades will go to Central Americans because we had a lot more Central Americans when we played better, when we won more often.
And look, it's not just Galaxy.
There's no correlation there, by the way. That's just they happen to be on very bad teams, and the Central Americans happen to be on very good teams.
And it's not just the Galaxy that are going after the Mexican market. I mean, look at Kansas City signed a Mexican star. Mm-hmm. Miami signed a Mexican. I mean, so it's not just. It's not just the Galaxy, not just a Southern California thing. It's an understanding that one of the biggest markets in the United States that watches soccer on the regular and brings a big pool of advertising dollars is going to be people with Mexican descendancy.
Yeah, not just advertising dollars. I mean, straight up merch dollars.
Yeah.
So.
But where I would disagree with you is I think the Galaxy in particular are poor at casting a wide net. It's not that it can't be done. LAFC does it successfully. They just signed a Korean player. Like there's a large Korean, there's a population.
I'm not against.
That you could be marketing.
I'm
to.
not against pandering at all.
Yeah, we have all of our eggs in one ideological basket,
and we do very poorly.
And we do
a very poor job of pandering.
But it's more that we don't really cast a wide net where we could go for, if you were pandering to a specific demographic to try, maybe not necessarily to try and sell tickets, but to try to entice them to come out to a game if they are a fan of this player somewhere else, or in the past, because they're a countryman. We could do Central American players and Korean players and Mexican players and American players and whomever else you're trying to bring out. That's just doesn't. Lately, that hasn't been the focus of the team.
Like, I think we had an argument on our Discord not too long ago about Armenian players and bringing them in, and because you see, in Southern California, there's a huge population of Armenians. When we played the Armenian team, a couple years ago, a ton of Armenians came out to support that team. So it's like there are ways you can pander, but also you need to be successful in bringing players who will help your team.
Yeah, Harut Karapetian represent.
What was the guy from RSL that forever
Yura Movsisian?
Yes,
it was linked to the Galaxy for years.
Yeah,
never quite worked out.
Yeah, I mean it's just it's okay to pander. Like, it's not that it's a bad thing, but just bring in players that are good enough that will help your team and not just make you look like idiots. And that's what the Galaxy's done for the last 6-7 years.
You guys should, by the way, if you don't know Harut Karapetian, go look that guy up. He's fucking fascinating. He has an absolutely fascinating story about coming to America.
All right, so back on the topic of players. Jorge Villafana was rumored. I mean, the details were out there before Christmas. Finally signs with the Galaxy. 31-year-old from Anaheim. If you guys don't know the story, he won a contest, Sueño MLS, was signed to Chivas USA. Then eventually was traded to Portland, and he went to Santos, I think.
Santos, yeah. And
then came back to Portland, and now is with us for basically nothing. I mean, we basically gave away nothing.
Yeah, well, it's more Portland made it work for their player.
Right.
The player had an option. It sounds like the player would have had an option to come back to Los Angeles, be closer to his family. He's from Anaheim, California. And Portland is willing to let it happen. The Galaxy are a willful buyer, and it just kind of works for everybody. I think the talk was there's a future allocation money that could go to Portland depending on how he performs, which sounds like for Portland, hey, if you get a player and he fucking turns into a best 11 left back,
yeah,
fucking kick us some shit back.
We
made it
happen,
us
a few
man.
Bucks, man.
We made it happen for nothing when you needed it to happen.
Look,
for
give
nothing.
us a few shillings, man. Come on, dude.
Well, also look at it like we're going to be offering them. We got to give them TAM money or general allocation money next year. That saves us on general allocation money this year to try to build the team out. If he balls out, we got to go find that allocation money next year. But for this year, we can still max our shit out and do our best to, put the best team on the field.
Right.
It's a great move for a guy who is an MLS left back.
American kid, doesn't take an international spot, so Insua is gone.
The 290th Galaxy signing in history.
Nice.
The second player from Anaheim in history, along with Sasha Kljestan. Both of them won at the same time. And the 89th Californian to be signed by the LA Galaxy.
Which seems low.
It's just over 1/3. It's just over a third of all of our players. That's a lot. All from California?
For Southern California. It's all the question of. It's always a question of the soccer hot.
I don't even know how many are just from Southern California.
That's another question.
That's a list for 7 weeks from now.
But yeah, left back, definitely Insua his option was declined. There was talks about them having talks with him, but I think this squashes that, and he's not coming back.
Holy shit! Apparently, Harut Karapetian works at a car dealership in the Valley.
Oh yeah,
we got to get that guy to a game.
I'm sure he's been to games.
We got to make that happen. Galaxy got to make that shit happen.
Legends Night, but they bring in Pete Payton.
Come on, Sans' GM. Pete's up there. Pete deserves your shit.
It's gonna be a little bit till those wounds are healed.
Yeah, but you got to be logical. You got to be logical.
So the question now is the backup to Jorge. You're gonna have Traore and Acosta fighting for that spot. Who do you think comes out?
There could be a set of circumstances where they both kind of alternate and compete for it. Compete for a number 2 spot, which is it's not great. You would want to give it to Traore as your young kid who you're going to, potentially you're interested in playing in 5 years.
Who kind of was already your backup.
Yeah, who was getting minutes last year. You got a lot of I think he got the most substitute appearances last season. He's either first or second. Like a guy you were working into your first team who was only coming in as a substitute for your best incoming transfer last year in Insua, who apparently we're letting go. I would say Traore, we retained Acosta when we didn't have to. So I imagine he's got to be in the plans to some degree, but you also got to remember there's a whole new league next year. There's MLS Reserve. Acosta and Traore are going to be able to fight it out to see if Traore is something, someone worth keeping around, worth investing in.
Isn't that amazing though? There's going to be any given weekend, there's going to be 3 rosters that the Galaxy are going to put out from the first and second teams.
Yeah,
Amazing.
You think I haven't thought about this?
Yeah,
several hours a day, every single day.
that's going to be amazing.
The stats, Edward.
I really hope the Galaxy are going to
stats
put out the track and field stadium or something and record it so people can.
I'm thinking about doing an all-time master list of MLS reserves, so that I can go back to 2007 and 14, dude. Get one master list of reserves.
Finish the school first, and then we like.
Oh no! All this is all like in the winter when I'm working already.
Okay.
But the lists are going to be glorious.
The list.
All-time MLS reserve for the Galaxy. So it'd be like the moment the next guy passes fucking Troy Roberts, I can celebrate it again and tag him on Twitter.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know about that, dude. The list. Next, there's. I mean, this guy was supposed to be, put pen to paper, last week. Jonathan Bond, goalkeeper from,
Bond. Jonathan Bond.
The joke's already worn out, and the Galaxy are just gonna drive that down everyone's throats.
See, you guys got to be positive, man. You got to stop all this negativity shit. I'm hoping Jonathan Bond gets a little section called the Bond Girls. I want him to debut like fucking Cesaro from WWF, but his James Bond entrance. I want him. They're gonna do it. They gotta do it.
They're 100% gonna. If they don't, look, I would actually be a little disappointed if they don't do that as his introduction video.
I'll just say it now. The reason they haven't announced him yet is they got to clear the rights. They got to clear the rights for that song.
Yeah,
and there was a hiccup. True. They were going to announce it today, and then there was a hiccup with Sir Ian Fleming's estate. They're going to work it out in the morning. Yeah. Can't you? You can see the N64 cartridge, can't you?
Golden.
In that moment, can't you see the golden gun? Or the proximity mines, or fucking big ass Jaws, or Odd Job. And if you're too young to get this reference, fuck you.
Wasn't
I resent your youth.
One of the Bond girls called Pussy Fingers or something like that?
We got a name. I mean, we got it. We definitely.
Ben, help me out.
You 1,000% got a title.
You were seeing that in the penny theaters when you were back in the day.
Pussy Finger. There's Goldfinger. There's Pussy Galore.
Pussy Galore. Yeah.
Which is not better.
Then Pussy Finger? Pussy Finger.
Fingers. Sorry, I pluralized it.
Wow.
Pussy Galore is better?
I'm not saying it's better. Better than Pussy Fingers? Yeah, man. Pussy Galore is better than Pussy Fingers. I've never had to think about that because Pussy Galore was already the weirdest thing I'd ever heard of. But yes, Pussy Fingers is definitely stranger.
We'll just agree to disagree.
We'll disagree to disagree? Yeah. We're definitely going to
agree to disagree.
Oh, okay. Because we're definitely going to disagree.
We definitely disagree.
Pussy Fingers. Ben's dying over here. He's going into cardiac arrest.
You keeping?
I'm good, man.
He's all red.
When
I post this episode, I got to put a Pussy Fingers.
And be like, hey, man, you got to listen to it. It's not, it's about West Brom's third string goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, back to that. Jonathan Bond is set to sign for the Galaxy. Goalkeeper from West Brom, 27-year-old, 6'5". Apparently has an American passport.
Yeah, that's the rumor. That's the word.
So it won't count as an international.
Yeah.
But no one can find out how he actually obtained that passport.
Man, stay out of his business. Look, the U.S. government said he's all right. So, it's fine.
Get your hands off our bond.
Look, free the liberty, Edward. It's about the liberty.
That's what it's all about.
It's all its freedoms.
All them freedoms.
Isn't that shit crazy?
Oh.
Have you seen these no-fly list videos?
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
You seen these, Ben? So the people who stormed the Capitol, they got put on. The people who like they know their face, they got put on no-fly lists. But they're trying to hop on a plane to go back home, and they're getting booted off planes and shit. And they're breaking down. It's the best thing you've ever seen. If you haven't seen this, go to Twitter and hashtag no-fly list. It's incredible. Okay, I'm good.
So I'm getting in the group chat. Our good friend Josh Gessman says that his mom's apparently is American.
Oh, thank you, Josh.
So there you go. And thank you everyone in the chat who let us know that.
Josh?
Thank you.
Josh?
Yeah, I mean it's like you said, third string keeper for West Brom, who's what, bottom or the second to bottom of the Premier League?
No, Sheffield was bottom of the Premier League. I assume at this point it has to be Newcastle United.
Wow.
If it's not, give them fucking time.
Yeah.
Who's at the top? Do you know?
Manchester United's at the top.
That's right.
I discovered that today.
Ben, I've known you for how many years now? 4 years almost?
Oh,
Yeah, about that.
And we were talking in our Discord.
You got to know what's coming.
And I'm like, I anytime I swear that you're an Arsenal fan.
This happens to me. It happens to me a lot. Whenever I have to remember what team in England you support, for some reason Arsenal comes to mind.
Yeah, you seem very Arsenal-y.
You don't seem like a Manchester
that
United
hurts
fan at
right
all.
here.
Well, you're not like loud and abrasive and fucking over the top.
It's because we've sucked for a long time.
Can you imagine Ben on like?
Have you really? How long has it been?
I want to see Ben.
How terrible has it been for Manchester United for 3 years?
It's been longer than 3 years.
Imagine Ben on Arsenal fan TV though.
He'd be amazing.
I want to see that happen.
It's more than 3 years. Oh God, we spent 90 million pounds on Paul Pogba. It's so terrible.
It's
for
how
us.
This is how you know the
We
pandemic
sold
is coming to an
Romelu
end this
Lukaku.
year. You can tell the pandemic is coming to an end. The Galaxy ship is being righted. United is on top of the Premier League. All is right with the world. This is how it should be.
Premier League's awful. It's a terrible league. Everybody should stop watching it.
Terrible. Come back. Come with me to the championship. It's a lot more fun.
Ooh, next year.
You're not getting that oil money, man.
Hey man, give it time.
Give it time.
Let them work their magic.
All right, so back to Jonathan Bond. Not the greatest of stats coming from a 27-year-old. Really never established himself as a number one keeper at any of the places he's been to.
Plymouth,
except for I
think it's Plymouth Argyle in League One.
Yeah, League One. So
for one season, like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited, Watford boy. So I mean, hey.
Yeah, but again, you guys are in the championship.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing. Oh, he's from Watford?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right.
Grew up went to the academy, signed him first team.
Let him go. Not very good.
I mean, you know how it is, man. But I mean, what do you think of the signing? I mean, it's not the greatest of. Well, I mean, who knows? Right? It's still an unknown quantity.
It's underwhelming, to say the least.
Speak on it.
I mean, just considering how poor the goalkeeping's been for the last few years, to try and get excited over a third string goalkeeper from the Premier League who is probably maybe seeing reserve minutes, maybe fighting out to see reserve minutes. I mean, it's not kind of what you think of. You want to say, hey, you know what? We're going to have a good year. We're going to be back next year, because we're going to be okay. It's like really kind of looks like more of the same.
Sorry, I want to interrupt you real quick.
No, go ahead.
Because it's still funny that our plate of
and
muffins
and Tucker's keys
and Tucker's both of our keys are like Riot Center. This is how professional we are, people.
Hey man,
you come to the show. You don't come to the show for the professional.
Hey man,
stuff.
it's healthy food.
Yes, it's nuts.
We are promoting our Biggest Loser, which we'll get to later.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, I agree with Ben. I mean, it's definitely underwhelming. I mean, again, it's an unknown quantity, so who knows? I mean, it seems like Bingham has been removed from the Galaxy website on the roster, so right as of right now, he's looking like our number one. There's still talks of
Klinsmann.
Klinsmann
I think
being
Desmond was
signed.
saying Klinsmann's possible.
So
Josh?
Ooh, those Larscelona. If you're on Twitter right now, if you're listening in the YouTube group chat, those Larscelona jerseys are getting dropped right now. They are a beauty. In case we were ever,
we didn't even mention you wearing it.
But, the people see it. But in case you're ever unclear, the Riot Squadcast is state sponsored radio for Larscelona Football Club. It is how we choose to run. You can probably mute your mic there.
It is.
And is that muted? And Ben, you got yours opened over there if you want to show the camera. We're gonna have Ben model down his jersey really quick through the camera, or maybe he can hand it to Ed, and Ed can show him. I'm really just wasting time for Ed to get his jersey out of the plastic.
There you go.
But yeah, the Larscelona national team jersey is beautiful.
714.
We got a phone call from 714 right now during the jersey review. I love it.
Max, what's going on?
Max,
man?
what's good, sir?
Hey guys, I'm over in Orange County, and I just wanted to talk about the goalkeeper situation really quickly as I was watching here.
Alrighty.
What's up, dude? What's on your mind?
Not a lot. So I wanted to play devil's advocate to Ben and kind of see. We were kind of. I mean, you guys were talking on the West Brom keeper being a third string and not really making it in the Premier League, but on the contrary, would Bingham, with his quote-unquote skill, ever make it to a third string in West Brom and be able to be in that position? So I'm just playing devil's advocate here and wondering what your guys' opinion on that is. If you guys see him as an upgrade or a downgrade.
Hey, fuck Ben. That's an amazing point.
Yeah.
David Bingham wouldn't get anywhere near West
Look,
Brom.
I don't think anyone is saying that having this guy is going to be worse than having Bingham still on the team. I mean, I think everyone is kind of resigned to be like, finally Bingham's gone. It's not been great with him, and that's what I bring in the point. Like, I'm still, it's kind of the mantra of every Galaxy postseason or preseason for the last 6 years: cautiously optimistic.
You want to know what's crazy?
Yeah, it's so true. And we've ever since Pinedo, we've been all over the place with goalkeepers. I mean, I guess, yeah, we've gone a few decent seasons out of a goalkeeper here and there, but since Pinedo, it's been hit or miss.
What goalkeeper, appearance-wise, what goalkeeper do you think you've seen the most?
I saw what you posted already.
Ben, what about you? What goalkeeper do you think you've seen the most as a Galaxy fan?
I would say Josh Saunders, probably.
100% you've seen David Bingham more than every other goalkeeper.
Really?
He is number 2 in appearances behind Kevin Hartman.
No way.
Yeah, isn't it?
Behind Donovan Ricketts?
He's been here forever. He beats Ricketts by 5 appearances. He's been here forever.
That's fucked up, though.
Isn't it crazy?
That is crazy.
Especially for the years he was on this team, where we literally were the worst defensive teams.
He never missed a game.
Oh my goodness.
He never missed a game and never really had a backup. He played every single game. Got scored on an insane amount of times. We played every single game. You know why the other ones feel different? Why the other ones feel longer?
I got a question.
You saw them in the playoffs. The year felt longer because you're in your mind, these playoffs are adding 3, 4, 5 games onto every season. But it's like Bingham was here as a desperation pick. Who is it? Pat Onsted?
Yeah. No. You keep thinking of Pat Onsted?
Yeah.
Because you and Guessman were talking about Pat Onsted.
What's the other guy?
It's
David
Ousted. David Ousted.
David Ousted
or whatever.
We wanted him and couldn't get him. And at the last minute, this is the level of planning over the last couple of years. We couldn't get the guy we wanted. MLS blocked it or whatever. Couldn't get him. The desperation pick, the guy we got at the last second, has the second most appearances all time for us at goalkeeper. We just hung out with him.
Yeah, that is peak Galaxy for the last 5
we were like,
years.
well, we got him and he's here. We don't have to go looking for anyone else as long as we keep him. So let's just move forward with what we have.
Let's just keep using him.
Second most appearances for a goalkeeper in history behind Kevin Hartman.
Yeah.
Way the fuck behind Kevin Hartman.
Yeah, that blows my mind.
It's nuts.
But I mean, again, I think it's a wait and see situation with Bond. And if Jonathan Klinsmann does resign, I mean, those two are gonna obviously be battling for that number 1 spot, which is good.
This is my concern.
That will be really cool to see. Finally, seeing some keepers that can be battling, because I can't remember the last time keepers battled. What was it, Brian Rowe, and who's the keeper with Brian Rowe? But I can't remember a solid battle
Clement
between
Diop.
keepers. Oh, that's right.
But this is my concern. So at least from what we saw last year, Jonathan Klinsmann is a solid number 2, right?
Mm.
And so if we don't really know anything about Jonathan Bond, who's the third string at a relegation team in the Premier League, who hasn't played consistently in years since he played at a League One team at Plymouth Argyle. We essentially have two backups competing to be our number one. Like that's concerning. If this happened in the summer and you know, we were able to move Bingham on, or we bought him out, or we traded him somewhere, we got something out of it, whatever. And we said, hey, 2020 is a wash. Let's move on. We got Jonathan Klinsmann and we got Jonathan Bond in. They're going to battle it out, see who's the new number two.
With Jonathan Dos Santos and Jonathan Perez playing.
A lot of Johns. Let's do it.
That's from Jose posting out the Los Jonas.
But it's we could essentially have two number twos competing to be the number one because we don't really have a seasoned, experienced keeper. Like that. That's my concern.
And then just so many backups.
Potentially going in
with G2 players.
Vom Steeg, solid number two. Jonathan Klinsmann, for me, solid number two. Jonathan Bond, I don't know anything about him, but he doesn't seem to play soccer very much. We have a lot of number twos competing.
And for all we know, he could be a solid number two in the future. And it's like one thing that is concerning is our back line doesn't have that, like Ashley Cole or who am I thinking? You know, experienced players.
The leader in the back.
Guide.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and again, it's still early.
A lot of spots to be filled.
Yeah, I mean, what's something crazy? Like, how many spots did we?
Officially 12.
Yeah.
Villafana is the 18th. Officially 12 left to go. But if the rumors are true that Jalen Neal, Adam Saldana, and Marcus Verkranis got first team deals, then we're down to 9. So.
But they could also be in those reserve spots.
Well, this is a full 30. This is the taking the entire roster.
They're not doing how they did back in the day, where it's like 26 were full time, and then like the last 4 were reserve roster list or whatever.
Then it's the same number, but you're just shortening it down by 4.
Yeah.
The complete roster, including all the youth contracts you can have, takes you to 30. We're at 18 right now, so we have 12 to go. So if those 3 get signed, we're down to 9, basically.
So I mean, there's still plenty of roster spots. There's still plenty of moves that are going to happen. So it's really early. But thanks, man. We appreciate your call, man.
Yeah, thanks for the conversation. Take it easy, guys.
You too,
anytime, sir.
Amazing.
I mean, and again, yeah, with Jonathan Bond, it's
that was fucking fun, man. It's like a radio show.
Like it's unknown quantity right now.
Somebody else call. Let's do this again.
Yeah, of course.
I don't mind. That's the thing. I don't mind unknown quantities. I just would have rather done it last year instead of going into this year with an unknown quantity, battling it out. It's weird.
Alrighty, we're gonna really shift gears, and there's no way to like segue into this, but what came up this week is someone accusing Pavone of sexual assault. We don't know what's going on. It's a big like soap opera kind of style where ID numbers didn't match on like lawsuits, and let's hope like where the woman's name was different from like the lawsuit from like her whatever. But yeah, Pavone's lawyers and team came out with like a standard boilerplate, like, none of this is true, da da da. And then, for the like day or 2 days after that, you had people going back and forth of supporting Pavone and condemning him, and regardless of if he's guilty or not, G's are done pursuing him, right?
I don't understand. I just can't figure out what the equation is that works for the Galaxy.
Right.
It's a guy who's not their player, who, very well may be innocent. I don't know. But the investigation to figure out whether he is going to last longer than the January window. So you have to imagine we're going to make contingencies to move on and try to figure things out as works best for the organization, because their job ultimately is not to, defend Christian Pavone. The powers that be, their job is to put the best team on the field they can. And, I can't imagine they stump up money when the price was already considered to be too much.
Too much, yeah,
that they
exactly.
stump up money for someone with this hanging over his head, whether it's true or not.
I think the point you made too when it came out, like regardless if it's true or not, the Galaxy are not going to pursue someone who has an open rape investigation going on.
Yeah. If it was closed, and I was just talking to what was his name, Gio Garcia. If it's closed, the Galaxy clearly don't have an issue with it. They signed Shannon Williams the day after his domestic violence dispute was dismissed. The next day, like if he's cleared, the Galaxy are on board. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Jelle Van Damme were accused of racially abusing the exact same player, like the exact same guy. The Galaxy didn't have a problem with that. If someone's found guilty, they're done. But if the accusation gets passed, they might be back in. I don't know how it works. I don't know how the time works. And he's not going to get cleared in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know how much longer the window has left. I know it's a little bit over, but I just don't know how he's going to get cleared by the time an MLS January window closes.
No, I agree with Tucker. I mean, I think the whole thing is interesting, and I also think this kind of hammers to the point where MLS is. You know, if this was a professional football team, professional baseball team, like an NFL or MLB team, they would already know, all right, this guy did this, and we're backing away from him. You know, if this was likely any big team from Europe, they would know the same thing. They would already have their people on the ground there, you know. But I mean, have the Galaxy even put out any sort of statement saying, "Hey, we're no longer pursuing this guy. Hey, we stand by our guy. Hey, anything"? Have they done?
He's not a part of this team, so they're not going to put a statement out about him. It would be very strange for the Galaxy to put out a statement about a Boca Juniors player.
But would they put out a statement saying they're still pursuing him? I mean, they put out statements saying, "Hey,
I don't know.
We're still in talks."
I'm sure through the media, like they'll talk to, you know, I don't know that they have, but I'm sure they'll talk to a Kevin Baxter. They'll talk to Josh Gassman and say, like, you know, yeah, we're still negotiating with him, or you'll hear it, you know, if it eventually comes out. I just can't imagine a set of circumstances where they're willing to trump up still enough money to make it worth it for Boca to move their asset while this is still open.
And I think that was my thing with people who were like spending way too much energy trying to support a dude who's not part of the team anymore, or is not even on the team.
Yeah, you know,
I get it, like, I mean, but it's just like,
yeah, he's been part of your team for the last couple of years. He's been the team for the last couple of years, so I do understand that part of it.
But it's to the point where some of the arguments you're seeing are like, dudes are like, I've seen your Instagram, like, really, dude, don't go there.
Well, I mean, look, the people, the type of person who would attempt to go after the accuser, to go after, in this case, the victim, the type of person whose mind goes to that place. You're not dealing with logic here. You're not dealing with logic and reason. The type of person who hears an accusation of a woman, you know, who needed to go to the hospital because of a sexual assault.
And the first thing is like, how do I prove
Let me go investigate, you know, because they're going to do a deep dive here. They're going to break this. This is the next serial. Like, this person's going to figure out that, oh no, she's clearly bullshit by clicking on her Instagram.
She posts a lot of butt pictures. Like, okay.
I clicked on her Instagram, and I think the photos she posted aren't pictures that a woman would post if that happened to. I'm going to judge that. And I've determined that a woman wouldn't post pictures like that after being sexually assaulted. So I clearly can determine that she's lying. Fucking idiots. Sorry. It's people are so goddamn stupid.
No, they need to be called out.
So look, and it's in the live chat right now. Innocent until proven guilty. I'm not saying throw him in jail. No one's saying jail him. I mean, the thing we're talking about is an investigation to clear his name is not going to be completed by the end of the window. That's it. But I don't want him thrown in jail. I want him I want the whole situation investigated. And if she's not telling the truth, then you follow that course of legal action. And if they find that she's telling the truth, fuck him. Like, throw him in jail. But as of right now, like, he's a guy who's accused of something. I just don't think the Galaxy are going to throw down a bag of money for someone who's accused of something.
Isn't the transfer window for MLS? It's not just January. Doesn't
no,
it go from
it goes
January to like May or something? Like it's long. It's like 3 months or something like that.
Yeah, but if you're Boca Juniors and you're trying to move this guy, are we still the only option?
Like, right now, with all this hanging over his head, it wouldn't surprise me if we were the only option.
It kind of seemed like for the longest time we were the only option to begin with.
So then what do you do? as a Galaxy, do you keep pursuing that? You're the only person.
This is the thing.
You're the only person the value is dropping.
Well, this is the Galaxy need to have somebody in Buenos Aires, somebody they trust in Buenos Aires right now, saying what the F is going on.
Do they?
They should. They need to.
Why?
If they don't, well, if they're going to still pursue him, or they need to drop it. They need to drop their pursuit of him.
I don't think they're going to pursue it anymore.
I think it's done, man.
Yeah.
And I think there's a level of mental gymnastics you have to do to get to a point where it seems logical that they're still pursuing him.
Which is
just
what?
as well.
What if Boca says, "Hey, you know, we'll take $6 million"?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think. I would hope it's not the money. I'm sure it is. Like, from thinking about it from their standpoint, I'm sure it is. But I don't know. I'm thinking about how just the fact that it's not our guy. He's not our dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're putting too much effort and energy into the dude who's like.
And he's good. He was very good.
That was our best player.
It's
like,
not
hands down.
It's not the end of the world. The central goal of Greg Vanney in 2021, thank Christ, is to figure out the conundrum and mystery of Javier Hernandez. Maybe this open designated player spot, and maybe this gives you finality on Christian Pavón. It's not a matter of whether the Galaxy are going to go back in or not. Maybe this can be the thing where the Galaxy go, hey, we're hands off.
Because were you like me? I was done with this whole back and forth shit. Like, I was so done with it, man.
Yeah. But I'm open to the idea.
I'm kind of happy that Greg and his team can find a guy who they want to bring in.
Get some room. Some room to navigate. I don't know who it would be. Maybe it's an American DP and you have an extra international spot. Like, there's options.
Yeah.
I like options. Christian was an outstanding player. He's very, 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 very good. And allegations notwithstanding, if he came back, I would have welcomed him with open arms.
Right.
I don't think it's the end of the world that this new brain trust, Greg Vanney, rumored to have head of scouting as part of his duties. I don't think it's the end of the world to give them some wiggle room,
right?
To let them work and build. I don't think it's going to be a guy who's going to directly replace Christian Pavón's input. But I don't think it necessarily needs to be.
I think you brought up this point too, where you're saying we've seen the trio of Pavón, JDS, and Chicharito.
Yes,
we've seen it. It hasn't been the best.
It wasn't amazing, and they didn't play together a lot.
Yeah,
but all the units just never really got in sync and never really got in flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Ethan Zubak played with Christian Pavón more than Javier Hernandez did. It just didn't ever really work out. So I don't know why it's a concept people are so married to. Yeah, I would love Christian if we could get Jonathan out of his contract. I keep hearing this. If we can get Jonathan into a TAM deal, I would love to keep Christian. Absolutely. I wanted Beckham to stay for 2 more years. I wanted Keane to be young for 5 more years.
Yeah, I wanted Lex to still work.
I wanted Zlatan to be happy and want to retire here. But that's not the way it fucking works, man. Like, Jonathan is not throwing away money. He looks like he is very much enjoying his lifestyle.
Or what the kids say, he's living his best life.
He's living he's on a path that seems very familiar.
Yeah.
Very, it seems a little familiar. But this could be a huge bounce back year for him. I just don't think it's the end of the world that you can go out and get somebody else. That's it.
And I think it gives the perfect opportunity for Greg and his team to put a stamp on something now.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I know they're talking about wanting to build. It's a long-term project, but this is like a first step in that build of that long.
Give him a brick.
Love it. I love it. So moving on, let's talk some MLS news, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. This is the thing about the rumors starting about MLS start time, and it keeps going back and forth. You hear stuff of it starting early March. You hear things about it starting later in like May, June-ish. What do you guys think? Is this due to like them trying to wait out the COVID restrictions being loosened up, or the more people taking the vaccine? Like what do you think it is that?
We'll probably give them a little extra time to negotiate that CBA.
Okay.
Yeah, and in a league that relies so heavily on the gate that doesn't have the big TV deal, you need people, you need butts and seats.
I mean, what was it? They said they lost $1 billion in
which
revenue
is
last year.
probably bullshit.
Which
but
is, yeah.
That's just like, oh, we lost $1 billion, so
That's like projected revenue. You know, like we were projected to make this and we didn't do it, so yeah, we lost $1 billion.
But that's a good point. Like a league that does rely on its gates so much, the longer we go and the more people get vaccinated, the closer we get to bringing down some of these numbers, and the closer we get to areas being able to reasonably reopen, even with sporting events to a smaller degree. I mean, we saw USL teams having people in the stands.
yeah.
Like, give it a couple more months and maybe you could, a lot of those people are vaccinated. You can have even more people in the stands. There is a direct benefit to each of these clubs and to the league as a whole to wait and get as many people actually buying a ticket to go as possible.
It's also it brings to light the importance of this TV deal coming up after this year.
Right.
You know,
Huge year.
They're gonna want to get as many people in the stands as possible so they can sell that. 100%. Yeah. I agree.
And I would assume their goal is to move away from being gate heavy or being dependent on the gate. You know?
Yeah, of course they're gonna want that sweet ass.
Yeah, they want that
The Premier League.
Premier
TV
League.
gets
Yeah,
TV.
that's what they want. Ultimately, that's gonna be the goal.
I'm sure they'd take like half of what the NHL gets. You know, they'd take
I think they take like a quarter of what some of these like other
they
leagues.
take like a tenth of what
Yeah.
football gets. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I think. I think this jumping back and forth on this rumored start date. I mean, it would be nice to get it where it's like synced up with the rest of the world schedule or most of the world schedule. But then, like I think Chris brought up this too. Like, no, I like watching soccer year round. Like, there's going to be soccer.
I watch a stupid amount of soccer.
No matter what day of the year or whatever, Chris is always going to be watching soccer. So
I try. I watch. I was telling Ed before we started recording, I watched the 2010-2011 season. So it'll be, I think it's November 2010, Barcelona Real Madrid game. I watch it with my son in 5-minute increments every night. And like, he gets in bed and he's like, TV, you know. I'm like, you want to watch a soccer game? He's like, yeah. And I turn that shit on and we lay in bed. It's the cutest fucking thing, man. And that, whoever doesn't like hearing about my kid, go fuck yourself.
I love the video of you took where he's trying to do the back heel.
Oh, yeah.
And just like he can't, it just like in his 2-year-old brain, so it's like it just can't, it does not working.
Yeah.
And he's just like, screw it. He just turns around and just kicks the ball.
Yeah, he gets nice and frustrated. It's like, but you know what? He has a nice positive attitude because like he tries backheeling it, and he tries backheeling it twice and it didn't work. So he just turns around and kicks the ball. And he wasn't like, I would be pissed. I would have like kicked it in anger. He kicked it and was like, the ball's rolling and just ran after it. Like he's still having a good time. You unmuted your microphone. I was like, oh, Ben's gonna swing it off the top.
Some dad knowledge right now.
Like, well, let me tell you.
No,
like
man, those are the great moments. You know, they are. They really are.
Damien's the fucking best.
Those are the great moments.
But you can't move the calendar.
Is you trying to push me to have a child?
I'm just saying. Yeah,
you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't have a kid.
I'm a 32-year-old child.
Yeah, you would have to grow up really fast.
Yeah,
fuck you.
But you know, you're getting to that point now where it's either you have a kid now or you're like old dad FC, man.
Do you do that math?
Oh yeah, I do that all the time.
He's gonna graduate when I'm
like,
yeah.
Ed's biological clock is ticking. Let's just put that out there.
Denise, if you're listening, I need a baby in that oven now.
Oh goodness! I'll open up that live chat. You know what? I think we have a title that beats Pussyfinger. It's just quotes and Ed going, Denise, I need a baby in that oven now! Exclamation point! Star.
Maybe a 2 or 3. Oh my goodness! What were we talking about? MLS, right? Start dates?
Yeah. I don't remember what we were talking about. You went down like a really weird. Oh, we started talking about you having babies, and you were like doing the math on that.
Yeah, no, it's I do that all the time. It's messed up.
Are you like you're actively trying to get in there?
No.
Trying to shoot that club up?
Not yet. No pew-pewings right now. No. No, I mean we're trying to get healthier like before we.
That's a good call. That's a good call because they're fucking exhausted.
Yeah. So I mean that's what Speaking of getting healthier.
Hey.
Squadcast Biggest Loser.
That'll work. Boom.
Let's get some updates, babies. Benjamin, you're on. You do this fast.
You're hungry as fuck.
I am hungry as fuck. Yes, I have not eaten all day. I am still at a pound a day,
That's
maybe a little
fucked
bit
up.
over. Yeah.
If I brought you a Little Caesars pizza right now, would you eat that whole thing?
No, but I would kill you.
Okay. That's
I
can't imagine.
You would not hear
so
from Tucker
pissed.
again. Yeah, Tucker would be. Yeah, I wouldn't even. I couldn't tell you where I buried him.
So what are you at right now? Like what
I'm pretty big. You'd be able to
So
see.
down. What are you down?
Well, I will say I am.
You have to do your.
I am down.
number.
I am down 13.5 pounds.
Nice.
That's fucked up. That's
Yeah.
a lot of weight.
Yeah.
What are you?
So-
Are you doing any exercising, or are you just?
I'm
just
I'm
your diet?
walking. So I got my Garmin watch, which measures the heart rate. I also have a Garmin. I have the heart rate strap to go with it. I've been trying to walk, trying to keep my heart rate in kind of the fat burning zone.
You're wearing a little bra when you're walking.
I am. It
keep-
looks,
just
hey,
keep
dude,
them tight,
it looks
baby.
nice on me, dude. You got to keep them tight.
Gotta keep
my
them tight.
Them up there.
Hey,
My age, they fall. You know what I mean?
hey, that's why I wear the Under Armour, dude. Just keep it tight. Just keep it tight.
But so I no, I've been
Like
close
fried
to,
eggs on a nail.
Oh yeah.
George, thank you, sir.
Please do not draw
George.
me. Please do not do that.
Well, no, it really.
I was so mad at the last drawing. Not mad,
Dude,
but
the
like
last drawing was brilliant, man.
when he made me the fattest I think he's ever drawn me, and I was like, that just made me motivated to even go out and do more.
Dude, didn't he draw you as Jabba the Hutt once? Or no, you were Leah.
No,
In the
George,
bikini,
George,
in that one.
George. Excuse me, George. I need you to draw Ed as Pussy Galore from Goldfinger.
That I'm okay with.
And if you could do when she dies at the end, that lady who's like completely dipped in gold, who's like, you know, they're naked, but they're face down, so you just see like, you know, butt. But it's covered in gold. That's how I would like Ed. Thank you very much. I'll send you a screenshot of that specific image if you like. Thank you, sir.
This week's drawing is going to be amazing.
Yeah. Especially when Denise sees Denise,
that's
I'm
one
going to put a
word
baby
for
in your oven now.
Put a baby in that oven now.
3 exclamation points.
Yeah, so no, I'm doing good. I'm
good,
exercising, eating well, you know, doing the keto thing again, which is it's working out. So
Christopher, what have you? How's your journey going?
I'm down 6.3. I don't know. I'm at 258.8, and when we started, I was 264 something. But back from my birthday, I was 282. So
Right.
I'm down into the 250s
Nice.
comfortably and regularly, and not like, it's weird not having my weight bounce up and down for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
It either stays steady or it goes down. That's kind of fucked up. But yeah, I'm back on my bike. I've been on my bike the last 3 days. I've knocked out an hour today, 700 calories while the baby was sleeping. Beautiful. And, yeah, man, I'm back in, I'm flushed out now because I got all the shit out. We've been eating super clean. So I'm doing pretty well, man. And we got a Squadcast Biggest Loser person I want to send a shout out to, has dropped a 20 spot already, 20 LBs this month. So, big ups. They know who they are.
Oh, I was like, are you going to drop the name or?
No, they know who they are.
I mean, that's amazing. Me personally, I started doing like a little like diet. Started in December 12th was actually the day I started. This is when the first day I measured myself. And I was at 269.9.
Nice.
The biggest I've ever been.
Nice.
And I weighed myself yesterday and I'm at 255.2.
That's fucked up.
So I'm down nearly 15 pounds in a month.
That's pretty fucked up.
It's been great, man. I mean, it's just not even doing much. Just walk like 5 miles a day, and then just portioning out my meals. I mean, I have not even really eating that much better.
yeah,
It's just not eating junk food and.
it's funny how
soda
just
and
like
shit.
moving just a little bit
Yeah.
kind of helps. You know.
But so that means like collectively we've lost like, what, 45 pounds, 50 pounds in the last like half a year,
Damn.
just between us.
That's crazy. Lost a child.
Keep it
Like a
going.
small child. Yeah.
Not a child that we're gonna put in Denise's bun.
Jesus Christ.
Or
My
in her oven.
buddy says he's trying to call you.
Put it in
eventually.
her bun.
No? He says it comes back as unavailable. Can you check into that, please?
Is he
Yeah.
high?
No.
I don't know. Ben, your shit's not working again.
He's not a dope user.
I was working fine for the first two
Nah.
callers.
We'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
So we're hoping you guys who are joining us on the Squadcast Biggest Loser journey, hopefully you guys are doing good. If you're not, get into it. Get back into it. It's okay to dip every now and then, but it's about
You know-
getting better, getting healthy.
We need to put out some like motivated. You know, Ed, every Monday you should do like a motivation.
You know
Monday
what I wanted
on-
to do, and we
on
can
the
talk about this
Squadcast.
off air. I wanted Erica to like do little videos
For like
people.
working out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like here's a clip of the week.
Do this exercise.
Yeah,
I'm down with that. I don't have to do anything, so I think it's great.
there
You
you,
did-
go.
Yeah.
Maybe you could like shoot the video at least. You know, talk.
Yeah, man. I was gonna have a really bad joke.
No,
that
don't
I
do
feel
it.
like I
Yeah.
Don't do it,
get- feel like I get in trouble.
Benjamin. Do you want to play the voicemail from our friend Andrew Samoa Bob, because we can get the update on? You want to show it off? The Liga G
You guys must have back to
96.
Here, let me stand up. Let me try. Oh no, COVID.
Is it not playing?
No, I mean I could play. Yeah.
Yeah, play it.
I don't know.
That's what I threw it to you to play.
I took my mask off.
Is it okay, Ben?
No, it's not playing.
Oh boy.
Fill time.
Anyways, Christopher, what you been up to other than working out and eating healthy, and Damien and school and the kids and Erica?
That's it. That's the whole of my life. Yeah, that's pretty much. I play Pokemon Go.
Hello, Chris and Ed.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I hear Andrew.
This is your favorite person that is sometimes on the show. And I'm calling to give you a Liga G update. Liga G will begin on Sunday, January 24th. And it's third season, and we're back and better than ever. 11 teams. I think I brought that up last time. There's 11 teams confirmed thus far. Pretty sure it's going to end up at 11 teams. And I just wanted to give a quick shout to our different sponsors who are giving away awards this season. We have Cali Classicos. Triple G, the Godfather, is giving out some JLab audio earbuds. We have NEUFC and Common Corners. And most importantly, the LA Galaxy is giving out a jersey to the team, the winning team. And MVP is getting a signed team jersey. So that's pretty cool. And then the champion also gets the Arroyo Trophy, which was made by Deviant's Custom Design on Instagram. Want to thank Manny for facilitating all these different prizes and getting everyone in line and helping out. And thank the Galaxy, of course. And big shout out to all the people that are contributing. Other than that, that's about it. Chris is wearing our fine Larscelona jersey. That is unfortunately not for sale. It is just we just made a small run. So if you see it and you like it, I'm sorry. It was just one of one. There's only a few people that got it that had never played, with us. Other than that, that should be everything. Getting excited for the season. I'm gonna have a weekly voicemail or call in to, give you guys an update, see what's going on with the Liga G. All right, you guys have a good one.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Yeah, and you can always check out, they always post like videos of YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. So check it out. Go check them out on Twitter and all that stuff too.
Viva Larscelona.
Gio.
I'm telling you, state-sponsored radio over here.
There. Benjamin, it's time for lightning round. Pew, 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 pew.
Very good.
Oh my God, Ben.
I have it up. I do. All right. So our first lightning round question comes to us from... Damn, I can't even read his name. But should we do Samoa Bob's question first? See, now he just said the email.
Sure. We'll
Get all Samoa Bob stuff
there we
out of
go.
the way.
This is the Andrew
Yeah,
hour.
the Andrew Hour. So, best friend of the show, Andrew Alessandro Samoa Bob.
Capo
No-
Supremo.
Capo Supremo, no social media presence.
At Samoa Bob.
Yes. What does ball out exactly mean to you when you say Chicha is going to ball out?
Cha!
Well, because I know you're gonna answer this. I mean, he's looking good. He's looking svelte. He's getting them workouts.
Yeah.
He's got to ball out, because if we don't, then we're screwed.
Yes, people keep.
So-
We're fucked.
Yeah.
If he doesn't ball out, but if it's like
Yeah, so what? So I guess
if we go get Diego Costa with the other DP, and he balls out, we get Sergio Aguero, then we might not be fucked if Chicha's terrible. Right now, we're fucked if that kid doesn't ball out. And I don't think we're going to be fucked. I'm positive.
So can you quantify ball out, though? Like, are we talking 15, 20 goals, 30 goals? I mean, like, what are we talking ball out?
I'm going to give him,
Let's not do this
do we
again.
need assist contributions?
Let's not do this again because everyone last year was like, oh, he's going to get like 15, 20
it's
at
still
least.
so early. But to answer Andrew's question, it's still so early. I'm going to say.
Okay, here, I'm going
to give him 12 and 5.
What percentage of our goal scoring does he need to be involved in?
Need to be right now
for us to be successful.
Right now, all of it, but it's still too early. It looks like we're gonna get at least 2 wingers, a new central midfielder, a new right back, maybe another center back, definitely another forward. Like there's still so many other pieces to fill. I'm just in my optimism and seeing the boy work and hoping, praying, putting out good energy, that him reaching some finality with his what appears to be a estranged wife. We still don't know. It's all alleged. That
how many times does it do like a baby celebration?
There's a lot of baby celebration, and there's a lot of baby. I'm sad for the guy. I looked it up. You look at Landon's worst season with the Galaxy, worst season barn run. It was the year where as soon as the season ended, he announced he was getting divorced. The year that he and his wife were arguing all the time and got to the point where they decided they needed to get a divorce, where he learned about, her stepping out. That was his worst year. Next year he bounced back. I'm hoping that that's what Hernandez does. So I'm gonna give him 12-5.
All right.
Zerk18 says, what G2 graduate is most likely to make an impact on the senior team in 2021?
G2 graduate. So the guys currently on a first team deal who all came from the second team?
You could take your pick, or somebody who you think will get a first team deal.
Everyone's saying it's not.
Steelers'
Augie's not going to get a first team deal.
Augie's not getting a deal.
It's not happening. I would have said Cuevas, but I don't know if that's happening.
Cuevas too young to back up Julian, I think, because Julian's too brash, and the pipeline at left back is too full, so I don't see him either.
Yeah,
I'll take it as people who graduated to the first team already who are on board. I'm going to say Kai Koreniuk.
Yeah.
Bringing in 2 wingers. Say you bring in a designated player forward, right? And you don't bring in a designated player winger. At left wing and right wing, you're going to have a guy who, at a Galaxy level, can be substituted. You know what I mean? Christian Pavón is not going to get substituted.
No.
So it blocks Kai Koreniuk from really getting to contribute in any way. If you have 2 wingers, if you have, I'm not saying this is happening, Andrew, so calm down. But if we signed Breck Shea and he played at left wing, you can sub Breck Shea out for Kai Koreniuk. You know what I mean? But you couldn't sub Christian Pavón out. So I'm going to give it to Kai. I think that's something he can do. I would be very hopeful for Marcus Verkranis. But if that kid's getting a lot of minutes, we got a problem. Jalen Neal in the same way.
Yeah, if a 17-year-old is your starting center back, there might be a problem.
We got a bad issue. I see Dunbar in the live chat. Hopefully not. I want Dunbar to go back to G2 for a year and get to play regularly. He needs regular, consistent minutes.
Excellent. Galaxy Fan Talk wants to know, by the way, this is lightning round, guys. Just throwing that out there again.
So why are you wasting time?
Because
bitch. Boom.
I can't.
Yeah.
Galaxy Fan Talk wants to know, why should people buy season tickets versus not buy season tickets, money/COVID aside?
I mean,
Why should people buy season tickets, money/COVID
aside?
Yeah, because you want to. I mean, if you feel like this is your way of contributing to the success of a team by giving them your money, I mean, I'll do it. If you don't feel like you should give Chris Klein and his front office the money, like a lot of people have said and have stuck to the word. I know people who have canceled the season tickets or have not renewed and are keeping to their word until he's gone. Excuse me. I mean, it's personal preference, right? If you have the money and you want to do it, then do it. Like, I don't see the problem.
in certain markets, and I'll try to keep it tight, Ben. In certain markets, season tickets are in and of themselves a blessing, a luxury, because it's so hard to come by.
Yeah.
Portland, you get a season ticket. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, I think. They never give up their season tickets because they're not going to get them back.
Right.
And they are all aware of it. Everyone is aware of that game. Here, it's not really that big of an issue. You want season tickets to make sure you get LAFC, Seattle, maybe San Jose, 4th of July, guaranteed sellout games. The bottom line is the Galaxy don't motivate and energize the market enough to sell out their stadium regularly, which should be a joke. But it's the case. You buy season tickets here, there's only a couple reasons. If you're in a supporters group, you do a lot of benefit to your supporters group by buying season tickets.
Yeah.
Whether you're in Lars, whether you're in V Block, Outlaws, ACB, Galaxians, whatever. Ghost Ultras, respects. Bond Girls, represent. Wherever you're at, it helps your supporters
Or Bond
group.
Boys.
Or Bond Boys.
Or Bond Dems.
You're going down
No,
a dangerous
too bad.
path.
Too much.
This is the thing. At this point, you're naming them,
Do
and
the
so
first one.
you're going to let one of them out. You're going to miss out on somebody, and then you're fucked. That's how you get in trouble. That's why I go Bond Girls, comma, move on to the next one.
Yeah. Cool.
But if you're in a supporters group, that season ticket helps. For anyone else in the stadium, you are co-signing to the front office and the decisions that they're making. Most people in the stadium can buy most tickets to most of the games just by walking up. Buy a day of, buy a weekend of. Season tickets is you backing the administration. And it's also ease. It's ease and comfort. You know you have every ticket. You know you don't need to worry about it. I like season tickets because I like not having to think about it.
Yeah, you're literally like, oh, this game coming in 2 days. Like, oh yeah, cool. I don't have to worry about buying a ticket.
Yeah.
You can prepay for parking. Like, you don't have to worry about
You
that.
can make it. Tracer, longtime Lars, a good friend of the show. Tracer buys season tickets, buys a parking pass, and when he does it, he's like, awesome. I don't have to think about this shit again.
Yeah.
It's one for people who have a lot going on. It's one less thing to fucking think about. You're good. So I think to a degree, Ed's right. It's a personal preference if you want it. The other end is it's co-signing the administration. Their jobs are in part weighted on season ticket numbers. So season ticket numbers are very, very important to them. So if you genuinely greatly dislike what's going on in the administration, stop buying a season ticket.
We got a call.
Yeah, 323.
Been so mad. Fuming.
Kevin.
To accept.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes, hello.
How's it going, sir?
Yes, hello. I'm sorry. Like the number is definitely not up, but you guys are talking about season tickets.
Is this Kevin again?
Oh no, of course, duh. Live in the chat. Pew pew pew.
What up, dude?
Pew, pew, pew.
2 times in one show?
Well, okay. Well,
Definitely
you guys,
for the show.
obviously, you guys, riveting stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Obviously, but okay. So. I was listening to Chris, and he brings up good points. But like, as far as season tickets, it's like it's a little bit more than that. Like, not just like, sure, like you could boil it down, brass tacks. You're buying season tickets, and so therefore you're supporting the administration. But like, that's not what it is either. Like I don't know. It just feels like an oversimplification, and I feel like I don't know. Like I don't even know why. I don't even know why I jumped at my phone.
All right. Hey, Kevin. So what is buying season tickets to you then?
Well, it's like going to the game with my pops. It's going to the tailgate, looking at everybody like, oh shit, what's up with these Japanese porta potties, like, you know.
All right, we're wondering where you're gonna go with that one.
We were like Japanese, holy
and then
shit.
everyone held their breath, like, what?
No, but like,
I've never been so happy to hear porta potty before.
This is
Here's the thing.
yes.
Here's the thing, Kevin, because with that, you can literally walk up day of every
Absolutely.
single time and still buy a ticket.
And I'll say to that, Kevin, like when I say to support your supporters group, that is in part what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the tailgating for me, it's different when I go to Lars and I just pick up a ticket day of, and when I'm a season ticket holder. And me personally, I feel more a part of my community and of my group as a season ticket holder. Absolutely. You should just understand it is one of the few cards you have to play against the administration is your season ticket. That's how I mean it.
Okay, so we're bringing out the banners right
Hey.
now. Stop.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
All
do
right.
it.
Klein out.
Okay, Kevin, thanks for your call,
Thanks,
man.
Kevin.
We got to move
Appreciate it,
on.
dude.
Thank you,
All
brother.
right, have a good night, guys.
You too, man.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
guys.
And then, I mean, just a real quick, like, especially these last couple of years, going to the games has just been about having fun with your friends because the team on the field has not supported us. Ben turned off the Mac so no one else can call in, by the way, because he's so mad that we're going over his hour and a half. Like, that's not even me now. It's not even me anymore, Chris, because I'm good.
Hey, you know, we asked Ben to produce. He is producing.
Okay, you know what?
I support him in what he's doing.
I
Man.
appreciate Ed keeping it tight. Tuck, you're doing all right, man. You're doing you.
What? My answers have been this is as curt as I can make.
This is the best lightning round he's ever had.
Yeah, I feel like I'm cutting corners on the people.
Take the Wheel 64 wants to know how many ex-Toronto players do you expect to see on the G's this season?
0.
I don't even know.
Really? You think
Honestly, I don't even know who's on their roster right now.
I don't think
Omar
so.
is not
I
on
guess
the roster
it
anymore?
would depend on like how many Toronto, if there's any free agents from Toronto.
I would think 0, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna say 0. I think when it's all said, you know what? Someone remember this, and let's revisit this when we reach 30 or we reach, the deadline day, and see how many guys from Toronto we grabbed. I don't know why. I just don't think it's going to be any.
We're gonna bring Giovinco on a TAM deal.
Oh God, I'm down with that. Let's give it a shot.
I think there's got to at least be one, maybe two. You would think. I mean, just
I
players
mean,
that coaches like. They're familiar. Kind of like how AJ's, went to New England.
Maybe there's like a
type of
young guy
thing.
that he really liked that he wants to bring on. Who knows?
But if those 3 G2 guys got first team deals, we're down to 9 spots.
Fredo's like, hey, Kevin, call again.
Can we kick Fredo off the chat?
Nah, never.
Fredo barely found us today. Like he's always asking us when we were going to record.
He gave us a congrats on 200 though. That was nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Ruben likes our shows. He thanks you for having long shows because it.
Fuck you, Ben.
Thanks, Ruben. You're not helping, man.
Ruben, we're going for another hour. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Outsider says, kitchen's gone. If Vanny already has a DP in mind, would you pull the trigger now or wait till summer?
I don't think Kitchen's gone, is he?
No. Kichan. Like,
Kichan?
Yeah.
Do I hold the DP spot now or wait for the summer?
I mean, that's who's available, like, right?
Yeah, I can't think of a ton of people. I mean, Edison Cavani's on a 1-year deal. He's probably going to get an extension offer. Sergio Aguero's out at the end of the year. Who I was looking at this just the other day. Yes, on my own, randomly looking at what players are out of contract in the summer.
I think I did that too, like not too long ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ! There it is. Shit. Yeah, I was looking at a list of guys who are out of contract soon.
Sorry, I got to give a good shout out to our friend Rodrigo Rodriguez is on the chat right now, listening in Iowa at 1 a.m.
Apologies, sir. I wish it was better.
Stupid Ben.
We could always make a move for that Lionel Messi
Stupid
kid.
sexy Ben. Yeah, Messi's out of contract. Why don't we just get Messi?
Yes,
there you go.
Dude, I'm expecting the pre-contract to be announced any day now with Messi.
Done deal.
Yeah.
Done deal. Messi the Galaxy. You heard it from Chris.
We're going to sign Luka Modric. Bring him in.
Benjamin, next question.
We got a shout out from Jay Espinoza79. Loves the show.
Cool. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Jay.
Let's see. She also, or he, or they invite MLS teams.
So you got I'm going to end up getting tweeted at because of you two again.
It's Ed's fault. It ain't my fault.
Yeah, at Old Man Ben 3.
With Mexican teams, wow. Espinoza asked like a bunch of stuff, so we're just going with one. With Mexican teams going back to Copa Lib and Sudamericana in 2022, how does that leave the CCL? Do you think does that devalue the CCL or the League's Cup?
League's Cup is useless.
Yeah, that's devalued on its own merit.
CCL is what it is. If Mexican clubs want to go to Copa Libertadores and we win a CCL because they're exhausted, I don't fuck. It's the same for me.
Get that Club World Cup spot either way.
Yeah, if they want to take 2 bites at an apple to get a Club World Cup spot, good on them. If that works out for them, hey, gangbusters. My only concern is there will be fewer full strength Mexican teams to stop all the other MLS clubs from beating us to winning a CCL. But
there was a report out of Mexico where the head of the FMF, I think it was the head of the FMF, somebody high up there had a plan where all the Mexican first division teams would be in some sort of international competition, whether it was Copa Lib, the CCL, the Sudamericana, or the.
But that's how you build up. That's how you build up your youth squads. That's why Mexico did so well at youth level for so. I mean, all the kids were playing. You got to get the kids playing. That's anywhere in the world that you see a national team develop. Go back 8 years. There's some program that started their younger guys playing. Their younger local domestic kids playing. Happens every single time.
Look at England. Their national team has sucked since they got rid of the rules about foreign players.
But look how much
amount of foreign players.
Look how much better they got.
Look how much better they've gotten.
No, the league has gotten better, but the national team is not.
Oh, you're not paying attention.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're not.
They finished third at the last World Cup.
Okay, 1 World Cup out of how many? Since
but they're progressing.
No, you could say they're progressing now, but for a long time,
it's coming home.
It's coming home. Gonna kill you, but it is coming home.
Victor.
To America.
Yeah.
USA.
Not
Victor.
right now. Not this week. You got a little bit of time.
You got like 2 weeks. Let's go 2 weeks.
A little bit of time.
Yeah, okay. At least 2 weeks.
Healing, unity.
Victor says, if we don't get Pavone, who should we get instead? That's a rather large, open-ended question.
Messi.
Diego Costa.
We're gonna get Messi.
Just a big fucking asshole. Put up top.
But he's the wrong asshole. Like, he's not the good kind of asshole, like the keen asshole. He's
talk to me about the good kind of asshole.
Clean. You know.
White? Is that what you're saying, Ed?
I didn't say white.
Okay.
I said clean.
Kind of sound like, you know.
Well, you know.
I said clean.
Okay.
No peanut residues.
Luka Modric, man, fucking throw the bank at him.
No loose corns. No dingleberries.
You guys want a
Diego Costa definitely has dingleberries on his attitude.
He has a dingleberry attitude.
Yeah. There's just shit hanging off.
Rodrigo.
Appreciate this deep dive.
Rodrigo wants to know if there's a speculation on a third kit color scheme.
If I had to guess, I mean, if we're doing...
Are we doing third kit, though?
I mean, who knows? I mean, they haven't announced it yet. Since we're doing the black, green, and white as the away, or teal, or whatever, the tech green, or whatever it's called.
Green's fine. You're a man. You can call it green.
It would have to be like I would love to see a third jersey of like a yellow or gold.
Did you see that blue, that like Miami Vice colored one?
Yes.
I'd be down with that.
The crest looks sexy.
Yeah.
Looks sexy as hell.
But no, I don't know of any rumored third jersey colors.
Tucker, for you, what jersey are you wearing? And it's so beautiful. Who designed it?
I don't know who designed it.
That's from Focus Galaxy 96.
Focus Galaxy 96 designed it. I'm guessing. Someone in the live chat tell me who designed it. I don't pay attention.
I'm pretty sure Sam designed it.
You think Sam designed it? So maybe Sammy designed it. I don't know. I'm probably going to find out really, really soon in the
Andrew's
group
going to
chat.
be like, you stupid idiots. I told you.
It was... You guys can't see Ed. Ed just slammed his computer.
That's why you got to watch the live video on Wednesday nights.
Hey, leave my man alone. Andrew's a good guy.
But
I'm wearing the Larscelona kit for our Liga G 96 season 3. We got our own jerseys made. A lot of teams are getting their own jerseys made. I believe, I could be wrong here, I believe we are the only team with a sewn crest, at least that I've seen.
Because we do things sexier.
You know, it's
we just do things
a lot
right.
A lot of $1 Million Man.
Yeah,
and a lot of Elon Musk type wealth going around Larscelona. It's a big club.
We build in generational wealth.
Yes, big club. Oh god, that's how shit gets started at. Build it from the plantation.
At Zero Cool 138.
It's cool. I said it.
It's cool. Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
My best friend's black, so I can say it, right?
Yeah. I think that's the rule. Did you see this like girl who said some racist or who like tried to snatch a phone out of this black kid's hand, and she's getting interviewed about because of course the father's suing her and all this, and she got arrested, and like she's doing an interview and she's like, well, like my mother's Puerto Rican, and the lady interviewing her is like, are you saying because you're a minority you can't be racist? And she goes, yeah, like looks a lady dead in the fucking face and is like, yeah, I'm a minority too.
Well,
so.
stupid comes in all colors, man. It don't matter, dude.
Yeah, she's stupid as fuck. I don't remember what color she was, but she was definitely fucking idiotic.
Our boy Charcherito says, would it be considered a failed season if we missed the playoffs but won the Open Cup?
Ooh. I do love a cup run. A failed season? I think to call it a failed season, you would have to qualify what success is. So is success for this season qualifying for the playoffs? Yeah, that's got to be a minimum.
And we've mentioned it before, like the club having the minimum goal of like playoffs.
But playoffs is genuinely seen for us, generally seen for us as a floor.
But it seems like it's been like, if we get there, good. Like that's our like.
But that's supposed to be the mental shift that's going on right now with Vanny being a more foundational builder. It's supposed to be less of a gamble. We're supposed to be built for guaranteed success. Yeah, I would have to say it's a failure. And it's weird because I really, really want to win the Open Cup. It's been a long, long time. I love a nice deep cup run, but
the deepest cup run.
Yeah.
So deep.
You could argue like expectations being as low as they are.
I think winning any trophy,
a good win.
Yeah, I think a trophy is definitely, you can call it, especially in the first year, in a quote unquote rebuilding period.
Yeah,
I think a cup is that's a success.
Yeah, I'd probably take a cup run, but I think it's a failure. They got to make the playoffs, minimum requirement.
Sneaks 007 wants to know, does Chicha break Zlatan's single season goal scoring record, and are there any stadium upgrades this year that you know of?
Just skip that question.
He ain't balling out to that level.
Nah.
Stadium upgrades, not that I've heard of.
They ain't getting that extra cash right now. So.
But yeah, they've spent a lot of money on really, really bad things for the last few years. I don't really think we're going to be in a system for spending money where it's not immediately needed.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to say it.
Look, we'll just be glad to be back in the stadium. Like, I don't care about upgrades. Like,
she'll be beautiful. She always is.
She always is.
Alberto Diaz, should we expect mostly in-league signings this offseason?
Ooh. No, I would say we have like 4 international spots open right now. So I definitely think like you're definitely going to see some international people come in. I don't think from in-league. There's not really very much in-league trading and stuff that goes on. So
it's been happening more.
Yeah,
it's been happening more. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think
the market is too, like where you can't really go out and
it's
bring
an easy way to just look. MLS is a bullshit money laundering scheme. Like it's an easy way to kind of keep this owner from having to pay for a player he doesn't want for a year. You know, it's. I wouldn't be surprised if we made a lot of inter-MLS moves. You know, you think back to when Bruce came in 2008, started that rebuild in the 08 or in the 09 offseason. A lot of inside MLS guys. I wouldn't be surprised to see Vanny, who now has some experience within the league, which GBS didn't necessarily have, and DTK definitely didn't have coming into the league. And it clear as day, fucking Klein and them don't know what they're doing. So now getting Greg, Calishman, DTK with an extra year to have seen everyone and assessed everyone in Major League Soccer, watched at least a lot of the games, if not most or all of the games. I wouldn't be surprised to see them take people from inside the league. Jorge Villafana, first transfer we made inside the league.
True.
Only movement we've made to date inside the league.
We're 1-1 with the outside league and inside the league. So,
yeah, so wouldn't be surprised.
There you go.
Entirely possible, but no idea.
Rocker DA says, "Are we really excited about a keeper who doesn't play regularly?"
No, I'm genuinely concerned about goalkeeping, and I'm surprised more people aren't.
Yeah,
it's really surprising to me, and more people aren't concerned about a third string goalkeeper and a guy who couldn't get a game at Hertha Berlin, who showed up to LA on some, you know, of all the places Jonathan Klinsmann could have gone, he went to the closest MLS team to where his dad lives. His dad, who definitely knows the people who run the Galaxy. I'm not exactly thrilled about those two battling it out for a number 1 spot. I'm sure they're both better than Justin Vom Steeg, so that's a plus. But it's number 2s battling for a number 1. I don't know why people are more concerned.
Michael Dallum slid into our DMs with a question. Wants to know, is Beckham's 23 jersey a JerseyGate
these are
level
good questions,
topic
remember.
yet? And has anyone worn it since he left the club in 2012? And could you imagine any player requesting the number and being rejected by the club? And have they retired any number without telling the fan base?
Yeah.
And then
I was good. I was good on the question till then. Sorry.
do you think anybody would have the courage to ask for that number at the Galaxy?
I don't think that they've officially retired in 23. I don't think they're ever going to let someone take that unless it's like...
No one's worn it, right, Tucker?
Since David left?
No.
No.
So I think it's one of those things where it's like unofficially retired. Because that's... You think of 23, you're thinking of David
It's Beckham's number.
Yeah.
That'll always be Beckham's number. You're going to have to run me back some of those questions so I can do them really quick.
All right.
Did you close it down? I will say...
got it.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Has 23 reached a JerseyGate level, topic level yet?
It's not a JerseyGate because it's settled business. They will never hand somebody the number 23 jersey ever again. It's not going to happen.
And nobody's worn it since 2012, so that answers that question.
Beckham left in 2012. He was the 5th person ever to wear the number 23 with Daniel Hernandez in 1998, Danny Califf in 2000, Brahim Hancock in 2002, Quavis Kirk in 05, and then Beckham in 07. Has not been worn since, will not be worn again.
Okay. So they have retired it without telling the fan base.
This is the issue. This is the problem. And I saw this question. This is the problem. I think they would retire it. And I think it's just. It would be fair if they retire that number. That is
they should have
Beckham's
done
number.
it with the statue unveiling kind of thing.
What is the problem with retiring David's number?
Is that you give the presidents like, oh, we don't retire numbers.
It brings up the immediate conversation of the last time you retired a number that they are the same people who overturned it. Like the guy who played with him is the person who overturned his jersey retirement. So I think they would love to retire David's number. It would be justified if Kobe's and David's number were retired together. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. I just think they can't because of the precedent they already set.
Yeah, they definitely said selling as like, oh, we don't retire numbers. So there you go. It's unofficially retired.
It's Kobe retired.
Yeah.
It's Kobe Jones retired. It's retired by any person with any common sense. It's not a move they're ever going to make because they already had to walk back that position to get Jermaine Jones at number 13. And so they can't retire it. They've persistent short-sightedness has backed them into a corner again.
Can you think of? I can't think of any other famous world players that wear 23.
Christian Eriksen, Shola Amiobi. Let's fucking go.
No, keep going. Like
I like that you're willing to accept Shola Amiobi as a world superstar.
Well, no. I'm just like who could come to the Galaxy and actually take that number? Like Jermaine.
That wears 23?
Yeah, that would wear 23.
I don't know of anyone.
I couldn't imagine it.
There's not on that level. There's hardly anybody who's even.
Well,
at
usually
that level.
if you reach a level to where you can demand a jersey number, most of those guys are your more traditional, your 10s, your 9s, your 1s.
Maybe an 11.
4 and 11. Angel Di Maria is close on 22, but not that I can think of.
But he's not a David Beckham kind of level.
Yeah. Di Maria. I could see Di Maria asking, if he wore 23, asking for a 23, and they would probably tell him no. I think they would tell him no.
That's it.
That's it. All right. Anything else before we head out? Oh, we did want to. I mean, this is one thing I think all forgot to put on the rundown about real quick. Julian Araujo, the Tottenham rumors.
Big Lompoc.
What?
He's from Lompoc.
Okay.
Big Lompoc. Julian Araujo.
No. What do you think of the rumors, man? Real quick.
I don't think he's going anywhere. It doesn't make any sense. I think the Galaxy even came out and said, had kind of distanced themselves from the rumor. Very, very particularly worded, distance themselves from the rumor.
To your best friend, your new best friend.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, Gio Garcia, I did his podcast just before this. He said he spoke with the Galaxy, and they said it was fake news, which I thought comedically, I was like, oh, that they would use fake news during, this week. And I noticed the very particular wording. Gio Garcia says he spoke with the Galaxy. Brendan Hannon came after and said, no one in PR spoke with this guy. No one in PR uses the phrase fake news. Gio Garcia did not say he spoke to someone in PR. He says someone at the Galaxy told me this. Hannon, when he dismissed it, specifically said no one in PR spoke to him. So it's the difference of one specific branch of the front office versus everyone in the front office.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Gio Garcia is right or wrong, but I don't.
I mean, he could be talking about like a ticket rep.
Yeah, I don't think Julian's going anywhere. I heard from a friend who works in. I heard from a friend who would know.
Josh?
No, but I heard from a friend who would know that Julian's probably got pretty close last year, but isn't happening right now. So I think we're looking at the summer at an absolute minimum, but probably next winter.
All right, there you go. Anything else before we get out of here, boys?
Mm-mm.
Benjamin, play that theme song, buddy.
Go follow my buddy Dino Jux on Twitch. DINO_JUHX.
Benjamin,
Makes it nice and easy.
Where can they find you on the socials, man?
You can find me on Twitter at DTRadioBen or at OldManBen3. You could follow either. I don't tweet a whole lot, but you know.
You always ask for Twitter followers, and then you immediately follow up with like, "Don't do it."
If I got more followers, I would tweet
nothing.
more. I'd tweet more if I got more followers.
It's not how it works.
Hey man,
it's not like
I didn't ask how it works.
I'd work harder if they gave me more money.
Right,
It's like, no, fuckface,
absolutely.
you work harder, and then eventually.
Actually, I wouldn't work harder if they gave me more money.
This is why nobody don't follow me. It's pointless.
I retweet Tucker all the time.
It's a good call.
So
That's a good way to do that. That's a good way to get more followers. Tucker, where can they find you on socials, man?
You can follow me at ZeroCool138. I had I don't usually promote tweets that I do, but I had a nice. I was thinking about it the other day. I had a nice thread of Galaxy designated players, not even designated players, but just. God damn it! It's been good. It's been some good years. It's not great right now, but if it's a roller coaster, I saw someone categorize it as a roller coaster. We're at the bottom. You know what the best part of being at the bottom of the roller coaster is? It's only one way up. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a fun year. But check that tweet out. It starts with David Beckham. I was just marveling at the fact we signed up. So at ZeroCool138.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at EdTheZombie13. I'm so close to 1,000 followers.
Are you really?
On Twitter.
Get Ed to 1,000.
So get Ed to 1,000. Ed to 1K. I'd appreciate that. You can find the show on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just search Riot Squadcast. We're all there. Like, subscribe, share whenever you see a post go out about the episodes. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you guys for being with us. If you are not subscribed yet, go subscribe. YouTube.com/Riot Squadcast. Make sure you subscribe.
Get us to 500 subscribers.
Dude,
that's what we should do.
Give us reviews on iTunes. We haven't asked for that shit in like a year and a half.
But on your YouTube, turn on the notifications. That'll let you know when we go live, so that you're not surprised and you can come join us because the chat is always so much fun. So I want to say thank you to everyone who contributed to in the chat, all the calls, the voicemails. Andrew, thank you. We love you guys. Stay safe. Wear your masks. Bye.
Fuck you, Brian. Suck a dick, bitch.